Okay, next I will introduce you resilience strategies. But before going to these strategies, there are certain factors that must be thought before choosing any strategies, and let's check them. First, how homogeneous the supply chain processes are. So the homogeneity of supply chain processes means the degree to which different supply chains within one company are intertwined and share common resources. For instance, in terms of planning, inventory control, logistics, procurement, and so on. So there are four levels, low to high, how to categorize this level of homogeneity. In low level, there are multiple independent supply chains and companies with several independently managed supply chains with only very limited sharing of resources across the supply chains. Shared service, companies host multiple supply chains share some supply chain processes or resources, typically functions such as procurement, logistics, or distribution. Then there is this central guidance, which is the third level, companies that manage all products centrally and in the same way, while having fundamentally different supply chain structures for each. There are internal resources such as personnel, plants, equipment, IT systems, which are shared across the company. And then the highest level is one size fits all. There are companies that use one supply chain setup to produce all its stock. Usually these are single product companies. And another influence is this intercompany supply chain integration. And intercompany supply chain integration means the degree to which a supply chain is interlinked and aligned with the supply chain partners, partner companies in terms of material flow, information flow, and financial flow. Again, here is levels from low to high. And if the level is low, there is this level 1, less dependency, less engaged. Companies that have arm's length relationship with their suppliers, and these are typically companies that do part of value adding in-house, and externally sourced materials can be obtained in transactional fashion. The next level is coordination with key partners. Companies that have only a limited number of strategic suppliers and which with them they coordinate efforts and share some information. But most of the relationship in this level are still transactional. The higher level is level 3, integrated systems. Companies that share some parts of the supply chain and have a system interface with the key partners. These companies frequently share information with some strategic partners. Switching those partners would be very costly and disruptive. And higher is this collaboration. Companies whose supply chain processes are very interlinked with their partners. Co-alignment is typically strong, and they may collaborate on the development of new products. And switching partners would be costly and difficult. And finally, highest level is this vertical integration. Companies that have invested in this kind of supply chain, which the produced item is very costly. And and it's just very integrated. And there are also operational attributes that influence resilience strategy choice. Some of them are about product architecture, like product complexity, homogeneity of product portfolio, degree of product modularity, level of product customization. And then there are process-related attributes like availability of potential suppliers, level of pull versus push, length of the lead time, and degree of manufacturing outsourcing. So now we check these 3 strategies for resilience, and before going to these 3 different strategies, as I explained before, this supply chain integration in the intercompany means how aligned the supply chains are between companies, and this degree of homogeneity of supply chain processes, which is in intra-company thing, means that how much the diverse supply chain share functions in this firm. So these 2 things can are factors in which are different from these 3